Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Tech Talk channel. Today, we are going to solve another classic LeetCode problem. This is the LeetCode 252, which is meeting room. This is one of the most often asked interview questions that I've seen this being used in interview for many times. So yeah, let's get on to that. Um, so the question is giving us a array of meeting time intervals, and so this is an interval is represented by a this is the meeting intervals are presented to us as a 2D array, and each interval has a start and end. We are asked to determine if this person could attend all meetings. Now, so when giving this problem, I think you typically you would want to clarify with the interviewer. First thing, how does the interview present it to us? In this case, we're given as array, but many times that it could give given to you as so something that's not a array rather than like give you an object that's called interval and with a start and time. So you want to clarify that. And also we want to know if this what does it mean when a person can attend all meetings. So in this case, it's better to illustrate this on the whiteboard. So let's go to that. So let's see, we are giving three intervals like this. So the first one is interval A, which is start at 0 and end at 10. And B starts at 10 and end at 15. While C starts at 14 and ends at 18. So from human perspective, if a person here, if a person here want to attend this meeting, what does he need to do? So basically, he will attend the first meeting, and then it will be in the meeting room. Let's see, this is in the meeting room A. And then once it finish at 10, so the next meeting start right away. So he can stay in the same meeting room for the next meeting. And because it started at 10 and end at 15, so this person can attend both A and B. But what about C? They look like C, it starts before B could finish. So because C starts at 14, but B only the meeting for B is only can end at 15, which is a one timer, like one time after the C start. So obviously this person cannot attend the C. So our answer will be false in this case. Right, this is easy to understand, but I can give another example here. So if we have a let's see, we have so in this case, I have a let's say 0 to 10, and then 10 to 15, and some here down the line I have like 17 to 20, and 17 to 20. So this is A and B and C. So there obviously there all three meetings there are no any overlapping between the three meetings. So yeah, so our person can definitely attend these three meetings. So this is the basically this depends what does it mean for person to attend all the meetings. And once that's cleared, and I think we are free to we can start to try to solve this problem now. So here, the thing is, when we want to know if we attend all the meetings, we first thing we have to know which meeting will start next. And but this question in the original question, right? We there isn't a any place mentioning that all the meetings will be given to us in certain order. So we essentially could be any random order. So to solve this problem, our first step basically we'll have to first we will have to solve. We will have to basically sort. We sort all the intervals. Um, so and so in but when we sorting we need to based on some um, criteria for sorting. And as I mentioned, we need to know which meeting actually start next. So that means we need to sort based on the interval start time, so that it will all the meetings will be after sorting it will become something like this, and so it will be 0 to 1 and 2 to 3 and 3 to 4. That's the first step. But next thing, so now we want to check whether the person can attend demo. So let's say this person now is attending this meeting, and this is the meeting A, and but now the meeting B will start. How do we know it can attend it or not? Obviously, uh, that means if B start time is greater or equal to the A's end time, for sure the person can attend it. But if B start time actually if B start time if it's start less than A's end time, then we cannot attend. Then we cannot attend B. In code, this is really actually is not hard to implement. So we can use basically we can use a two pointer and so encode is really simple to do. So this is sorted, and we can basically we can traverse this, and let's say this is our I, and we can traverse this at every time. We compare to the with I start time with the I minus 1, if it is I minus 1 is end time. So if the start time actually is greater or equal the meeting before the end time, then that means we can attend the current meeting. But if the previous meeting's end time, if the previous meeting's end time is actually bigger than our current meeting start time, then we cannot attend. So that will be illustrated by this case. If this is if let's say this is I minus 1, and our I is actually start from 1 and at 3, so this is I. So in this case we cannot attend this meeting, so that basically solved our problem. So now we can go to the code to see the code is not that hard to understand. So here, this is the code to solve the problem. As first step, we sorting the interval based on its start time, and then we iterate from index 1 to the all the way to the interval, the last elements in the intervals, and then we keep compare the previous interval's end time with the current interval start time. So if there is overlap, that means the end time is greater than the start time. Then if there is overlap, basically if the end time previous meeting's end time actually is after our current meeting start time, then we cannot attend. So after that, we know that for sure we can attend all the meetings. Then we will return true. And I hope this video help you in solving this kind of problem. If you like my video, please subscribe and like it, and that will be a great motivation for me to create a new series of video. Thank you for watching.